afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak with your video feature race of the week. This week's feature race for Saturday, February 5th is going to be the fourth race from Santa Anita Park, the Grade 1 Las Virgenes. 3-year-old fillies, they're going to be traveling 1 mile on the main track. Let's meet the 7-horse field. We have 3 entrants exiting the Grade 3 Santa Ynez. Actually, the top 3 finishers from that one, California Nectar, Zazu, and Plum Pretty. Then we have the top 2 finishers from the Grade 3 Santa Isabel, also coming back here, Mayday Rose and Bluegrass Chatter. Now that was only a 3-horse field in that event, and it didn't look strong visually, so I don't like those 2 entrants in this field. We have Tis the Route, a maiden sprint winner, probably going to show some speed. And then rounding out the field, Turbulent Descent, your morning line favorite, and your Grade 1 Hollywood Starlet winner. Now the pace looks like this. Plum Pretty's probably going to show some pace, along with Tis the Route. Also California Nectar and Mayday Rose. Those 2 could end up being the main speed, could end up hooking up right from the outset. Sitting right behind that group, Turbulent Descent, and then we have 2 late runners in here, Bluegrass Chatter and Zazu. Now my top choice is going to be Zazu, breaking from the outside post. Earlier in her career she showed some good early pressing speed. She was actually beaten twice by Turbulent Descent. In the Moccasin Stakes she got to within less than 2 lengths of Turbulent Descent. But now they changed her style in her last race. Joel Rosario jumped aboard for trainer John Sadler. They decided to sit back, let her make a nice late run. That's exactly what she did. But California Nectar controlled the pace in that 7-furlong race. That was a good effort though by Zazu, sitting last, rallying late, missing just by a neck, running a nice strong late pace figure. Now today, as I mentioned, the pace should at least be honest. We have 4 horses that like to show good early pressing speed, and Zazu is going to be sitting back, making that nice late run, getting an extra furlong to play with today. I've always liked this one, always thought she had decent talent. I think maybe they found her style now running from off the pace. It's going to offer value. It's going to be my top play. Turbulent Descent is going to be my second choice in here. 3 for 3 lifetime. Did win that Hollywood Starlet. Really hasn't been tested. It's won all 3 starts nicely. But the question is going to be her ability to handle a conventional dirt track. All 3 races have been at Hollywood Park on synthetic ground. Also, all of her training has been at Hollywood Park. She's never really tried dirt. This will be her first try. She's coming off of a layoff. I think maybe she could be a little bit vulnerable if she ends up being a little bit short, doesn't like the dirt kicked in her face. Possibly Zazu could pull off the upset. That's where the value is, and definitely that's the way I'm going to play this race. Plum Pretty will end up being my third choice. Not going to use her in my wagering, but this is one to watch for trainer Bob Baffert. 2 lifetime starts. She ran well both times. She did finish 3rd behind my top choice, Zazu, last time out. Stretching out in distance. Like I said, good pedigree on this one. Good connections. She seems to have a bright future. Maybe the pace could be her undoing today. Or if Martine Garcia, her new rider, maybe takes her back a little bit. She should save all the ground tracking the pace. It's just a question of, is she good enough after 2 starts? Now last week I didn't mention Dial In. I thought that he was going to be lacking the seasoning to compete in the stakes event. He ended up being a very impressive winner. So I thought I should have mentioned at least Plum Pretty here. She seems to have a bright future. This is how I suggest playing this race. We're going to make a $20 win bet on Zazu and come back and play a $10 exacta box, Turbulent Descent and Zazu. If you go over to HorseRacingNation.com, you can see the top 250 Kentucky Derby contenders list. We are the only site with a list of that comprehensive. And also, if you go and you check out that page, you can click on any horse. Actually, that page right now is showing on the screen. And if you click on any horse, you can view their profile page, and that does include news, results, video, and pedigree information. So go over to HorseRacingNation.com to see all of your Kentucky Derby news from 2011. That'll wrap up this week's video race of the week. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak. Good luck at the races.